I like collapsed in the parking lot and like couldn't climb into my car. A knife was just being stabbed. Crying, I fainted. We're having a breakfast feast. Avocado, a little berry toast, a nutty nana, which is like panini press with vegan Nutella in it, some drinks. Yum.
That's crazy. Has been like, this is not true. Like, it's so annoying. That never makes sense. Like, bro, like if there's one.
Good morning. It is 10:51. So I was gonna say 9 minutes until afternoon, but is 11 a.m. still morning? I guess so. It's later than I'd want it to be, but that's okay. Quite often I am too lazy to walk the dog because sometimes too lazy. That's the only explanation. So Phineas is out with Peaches. While he's out taking on that responsibility, I am going to clean our kitchen. I need to clean up some stuff upstairs. Our house is just so messy right now. Let me show you. This room is just never clean. This pile just keeps getting higher. I've definitely seen worse with our kitchen, but I've definitely also seen better. So I'm gonna set a 20-minute timer and just see how much I can get done. Today I'm just working from home. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to get ready for anything. Regardless of where I'm going or doing, changing into a different outfit is really important for me to feel like I can start my day. So we're wearing this cute little two-piece. This is me also trying to motivate myself to do an at-home workout since I didn't walk the dog this morning. Right now, I am going to take care of some emails. Anytime I have any sort of like sponsored work, whether it be on YouTube, Instagram, I like to kind of visualize everything and write down the talking points and kind of like structure it differently in my head so it's easy for me to produce the content and then just go through like my business email. How cute is this little lighter sleeve? I'm so obsessed with this scent right now. It's from Wine Wicks and it is their cashmere candle. Oh my god. Currently listening to Lexi's new podcast. It's called At Lexi. So far I am loving and I strongly recommend. It just feels like she's in the room with you and you're hanging out with her. While listening to that, I want to have a quick nail painting moment. My nails were just chipped and cracked for so long and they're finally clean again. These are the three that I'm looking at. Lately, I've been gravitating towards terracotta and like deep dark oranges lately. I just think it looks so pretty, and like auburns as well. It is December. It is Christmas and this green color is gorgeous. So I'm gonna do the green. This shade is called Saguaro. So pretty. I love Arosa nail polishes. The set that I'm wearing right now is from Fabletics. I'm so obsessed with the one shoulder bra, and the print is just like the most perfect color palette. And I've sort of been using it to mix and match different outfits with the rest of my pieces from this month. Thank you so much, Fabletics, for sponsoring today's video and motivating me to stay active even if I'm not leaving the house. So this pattern also comes in a different bra in case you want the extra support of having two straps, and the one shoulder shirt that I also bought to match with these leggings is so cute. I've been so drawn to warmer tone, darker colors like terracotta. So this suit set is so cute. I love the cuts kind of at the bottom of the pants and how it flares out, super flattering, and the color is just perfect. And I'm pairing that with a sports bra from a different set, but definitely in the same color family. If you guys want to treat yourself for the holidays or get any last minute gifts, I will link Fabletics down below. Also, if you become VIP, you can get any 2 bottoms for just $24. The rest of your order is 50% off, and you will also get free shipping. I've been saving this question and topic for the right time, just to like fully dive into it and talk about my personal experiences. At least once a day, I get a question from one of you about birth control. In the past, I've mentioned that I've been on like birth control pills. I've also had the IUD. A lot of you guys were curious about it. Those of you who are considering getting some sort of contraceptive, I think it's really important to protect and take care of ourselves and our bodies and just protect our yeah, it's important to be in control of your own future, and I think it's important to find the right thing for you. I want to make a disclaimer that I'm only speaking on my personal experiences, what I liked, what I don't like, what I'm on right now. Everyone's body reacts differently, everyone's periods are different, and also your reasoning for it can be different too. I had so many friends that went on birth control pills back in high school to clear their acne. There's so many different side effects that hormones can have on your body.
Pretty.
Hi, baby.
You filming in the middle of filming?
Yeah, do you want to come join me?
Are you talking about your cysts?
I haven't got to that part yet.
Are you gonna get to that part?
I'm gonna get to that part. I'm blushing right now.
Just go listen to my Barack Obama audiobook and clean downstairs a little bit.
Oh, I can do it with you after if you don't want to do it.
I'll just do some of it.
Okay. I'll be done in like 10 minutes.
Probably 10.
Probably 25. My first experience with birth control was taking the pill back in 2014. So I was 18 years old, I was sexually active. That first round of taking the pill, I think it lasted maybe like a full year or 2 years, I would say. Honestly, I loved it. I don't know what amount I was taking in terms of hormones. I know that it was low estrogen phase. It's the same one that I'm taking right now. I don't know about the dosage, but I actually loved it because it made my boobs bigger. I often talk about those boobs that I had because I didn't get them this time, and that's okay. The thing to be aware with birth control pills is that they can also affect your mood, they can affect your body, obviously, clearing of acne or weight fluctuation. So they're all factors to take into account, and it also depends on the dosage, right? There was a period in between 2 relationships where I was single for a while, and I felt like I was being smart enough that I didn't need to be on birth control anymore. Then I tried out the IUD, and I get a lot of questions on that because it is kind of a crazy concept and people either love it or hate it. I had the Mirena IUD, which is made of plastic, and it releases a very small amount of hormones. I believe less than like 1 pill. So it's a very small amount, and it definitely did not give me the boobs, it did not give me the moods, it did not give me any of the fluctuation, nothing. Another type of IUD is the Paragard, which is made, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it's made out of copper, and that can stay in your body for up to 10 years. The Mirena, only 5 years. There are pros and cons to both, right? Like the Paragard doesn't have hormones, so for someone who's worried about that, you're good and golden. But Paragards are also known for making your periods like heavier and longer. I've had friends that have experienced that and had it taken out because it was just too much to handle. And the Mirena is actually known for making your periods lighter, if not non-existent. And that ended up being my experience. So I got the Mirena, I forgot what year, but I had it for a total of like 3.5 years, maybe 4. Getting the IUD inserted, we're really going in. The inserting process was painful but short. Your doctor has to measure your uterus. So first they take a contraption that sort of works as a ruler and they measure your uterus. So they have to hit like the top of it. That was intense. That felt like it all kind of feels like a cramp. You don't really know what's going on down there. You know, they just shove it right in there. And I remember my personal experience. I drove myself and I drove myself home, which I don't even know if that is recommended, but that is what I did. And the reason why I say that was probably not a good idea is because I fainted. While she was measuring, I was like screaming profanities. My gyno was like, do you want to take a second? Do you want to take a breath? And I was like, no, go in there, get it done, let's be over with it. And then all of a sudden I woke up and everything sounded differently, like voices were distorted. I passed out for 7 seconds. I also have this weird thing about my body with like foreign objects going up into my vagina. Like, if you guys really want to know the entire story, go to my podcast episode with Phineas called We Bought a House, and the episode title is The Tampon That Went to the Grammys. I talk all about my weird fainting thing. One time I thought there was a tampon stuck in my body and I was like trying to grab it, and it made the whole experience made me faint in the shower. Like, I don't know what it is, but I think that's what caused the IUD incident. Anyways, so we get it in there, and for the first 3, dare I say 4 months, I bled every single day. And I knew going into it that that would happen because it's sort of like your body adjusting to this foreign object. I bled every day. It sucked. Yes, it did. But then no more period. And I never got pregnant. Pretty much up until that point, my experience with the IUD was wonderful. We were in full swing. The years were going by. The months were going by. It didn't affect, like I said, my mood or anything like that. You can't feel it. You know, it's teeny tiny. It's up in there. Yeah, I basically just like got rid of my period, right? So here's where the drama comes in. Horror story. Cue the title. I don't know when this started, but this was all last year. Last year, I experienced what I believe to be 4 ruptured cysts. I don't know why I am suddenly prone to them. I remember the first time it happening, obviously had no idea what it was. It always happened in the middle of the night when no one is answering their phone calls. And if anyone has ever experienced a cyst rupture, like a cyst on your ovarian, I should have said that. It's an ovarian cyst. It's something that can happen in the process of ovulation when like the egg is trying to break through, or it can just be like a sac of blood or buildup or something just on your ovary, and like it can literally be the size of a pecan and rupture and feel like murder. Like, it felt like a knife was just being stabbed in my gut and twisted. I'm so sorry. Just like lying in agony. It felt like waves of pain of someone just like I said, piercing a knife. And then eventually it went, I was like shivering too. Oh my God, the first time was just so scary and sad because I was alone. It went away, I fell back asleep. The next morning I called my gyno, they brought me in and we used an ultrasound and we could actually see the cyst. So that night it didn't rupture, but we clearly could see that it was there. So it can either rupture if it gets really big, or it can just kind of like heal itself and go away. Or if it's too big, you can also get them surgically removed if they're like the size of like, I don't even know how big they can get. I've heard that they can get as big as a lemon, but I'm not trying to spill any rumors or lies here about ovarian cysts. I'm trying to make light of the subject. Is this working? I don't know. It happens again, and then we go back in and nothing is shown on the ultrasound, so she suspects that it was ruptured. And then the third time it happened was terrible. Phineas was actually performing on like Jimmy Kimmel, I believe. And it happened while we were in the green room and I was on the couch screaming, crying, and just feeling so bad that like any concern or attention was on me. It was very uncomfortable. And then I remember like having to take off my shoes and I was getting walked to the car because I had to go home early, and I like collapsed in the parking lot and like couldn't climb into my car. 1000% the worst pain of my life. So at this point, and then it happened another time. So like 4 times in 1 year, which is a lot. Supposedly the IUD had nothing to do with these traumatic experiences. My gyno was like, this is what it is. But because of those experiences, it made me rethink the situation that I was in. And she said, well, we can test this by putting you on the pill. We'll do the lowest dosage so that it's not much. Let's keep the IUD in because I know the IUD has nothing to do with this. Let's put you on the pill and see if it ever comes back. So this time last year, I still had the IUD in my body and I went on the pill. Since then, I have not experienced anything similar to what I had last year. So for 2 months, I had the IUD in my body and I was also on 10 milligrams of birth control. And that's when I decided, okay, I am responsible enough to take this pill every single day at the same time. I was fine with the decision to just get off of the IUD and just continue with the pill. Because pretty much at this point, I just do not want to experience what I had to last year, and if the pill is going to prevent that, then please sign me up. I would like to continue taking birth control pills. So that is what I'm on right now, and that is sort of like my horror story with ovarian cysts and sort of my history on IUD. I think for anyone considering either options, there's also like the one that goes in your arm. There's so many different kinds. If my uterus was drama-free last year, I would probably still have the IUD, and I would probably be scheduled to get a new one in because it lasts like 5 years. But because of what happened last year, I went back on the pill, and apart from that, I was like the biggest advocate for IUD. It so depends on what you're comfortable with, and just being consistent. If you're on the pill, you got to make sure that you're taking it at the same time, and especially for me, I'm taking such a low dosage. Because it's such a low dosage, I don't feel any mood swings or anything. My period hasn't changed. If anything, it kind of feels heavier, but I've also just like not had a period for so long that maybe my body timeline was just like, here's where we've been, but we haven't been able to show you because of the IUD. I think that just about answers all of your questions on my experience with birth control. I can't say this enough. Please just speak with a professional and find what works best for you. But most importantly, like, let's have the conversation. I'm happy to start it on here. That is the least I can do, and also all that I'm qualified to do is just personal opinion and advice, for whatever that's worth. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I love you guys. Bye.